church with. He not a gunman. You understand? He not a gunman. Every Sunday in that church. And the police then come in that yard and talk to him. And he reply back to them. And then go on the corner. And come back round. Come kick off the door. And kill him on the bed. Me have every picture of my phone for sure.
Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The voice note that you just heard is of the aunt of one of the two young men that lost their life in Spanish Town. His name is Toby. The next young man, person of questionable character, at least he is said to be the leader of the bedbug gang. His name is Hezi. Other young youth's name, his name is Toby. So you heard the auntie screaming, bawling, hollering, saying that Toby is an innocent youth. As a matter of fact, she made it very clear that Toby is also a man of God, a man of the cloth, a man of the church. She even pointed to his Bible. And she gave you intricate details of exactly what took place when the Popo went on the premises and they took away Toby along with Hezi. Now here's the thing, people, like I've always said, I am always sympathetic to the innocent people whenever they lose their life in any sorts of what would be considered as extrajudicial, unjustified takeaway by the Popo. However, if you have a reputation, and I am not saying that Toby has any sorts of reputation, however, Toby was found in the company, the same operation in which the Popo went for Hezi. So therefore, he is painted as an associate of a criminal element. So maybe he was just caught in the crossfire and people again. I am not saying that it is justified if you are innocent and you lose your life in such a brutal way. Because again, based on the Popo script, like we always hear, they went on the premises, they came under immense fire. They returned fire, defending themselves. After the smoke cleared, two persons were seen clutching onto their life. Both persons were said to have some sorts of tool. Cannot confirm, did not see it, but that is what the story says. There's always two sides to every story. We are speaking about Toby, we are speaking about Hezi, and we are speaking about the Popo, and then Indicom is supposed to come with the third side, which is supposed to be the truth. Now it seems as if what these young youths have not realized is that the protocol has drastically changed when it comes to these special operations by the Popo. These operations are basically, and not to say that it is justified, pie first and ask questions after. These operations are no sorts of operations for question and answer session. These operations are not for arrests. These operations are pretty much DEATH warrants that have been signed and sealed. And it is just for the Popo to go and execute, to be the judge, the jury, and specifically the executioner. So therefore, if you did not get the memo, if you never read the notice board, your family, mothers, fathers, please warn these young youths that are involved in crime if they're on any sorts of special person of interest list, suspect list, or even if they are found in the company of any such persons, more than likely, MURDER, justifiably so, Indicom will not be able to help you or assist you. It is going to be open and closed case, more than likely, closed caskets, point blank and period. Here are the facts as it pertains to Hezi, confirmed leader of the bedbug, somebody that is known by the Popo, somebody that has been locked up by the Popo on several occasions. One notable case, he is said to be one of the triggermen as it pertains to some sorts of contract that was put out by some people, meaning Tesha Miller, in which he took away some person that is working with the JUTC. So therefore, there was a big case, and then this youth bust the case, came on the road. However, he did not kind of chill from the badness. He was still involved based on what the Popo was saying. So my point in saying this is that Mr. Toby are the relative of Toby. Mr. Toby was not found in the church. Mr. Toby was not found going to church. Mr. Toby was not seen with his kids at some sorts of park. The Popo said that they went on some sorts of operation, and during that operation, two men alighted, jump out of some sorts of house, start blaze up fire upon the Popo. The Popo returned fire. Mr. Heze was released in 2023 after some sorts of big MURDER case. So people, at the end of the day, like I said, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Sometimes these youth just get caught in the crossfire, Popo go on some sorts of operation, and whenever any sorts of innocent person like this lose their life, it is a tragedy. However, based on what the Popo make it seems, them come under fire and them return fire, and after the smoke clear, the two youth them lose them life. And you heard the aunt explain everything in a intricate details, how her son died, in brain, in marrow, everything slap out, painting marrow upon the wall. That is the description in which the auntie gave. If that is different from what the Popo say, people, me no know. Only the forensic, only the ballistics, only Indicom can come and say exactly what happens. However, people, we know in most stories, as it pertains to Indicom, most of these cases are going to be ruled as justified. We will never hear anything. There is no sorts of justice. If these youths, which you know, one of them is a known gunman, known done for the bedbug gang, so therefore we don't expect to hear anything about him as it pertains to Toby. That is yet to be determined. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called there's always an equal and opposite reaction. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Sometimes that reaction is not equal. Sometimes that reaction is not justified. And sometimes that reaction is very brutal. I spoke about a couple of cases on a couple of occasions of Jamaicans going to Barbados and taking away Barbados citizen. I spoke about an incident in which a young man was robbed of his chain brutally. Then pretty much pop off the chain off of him neck, almost drag off him neck. Using the chain, they eventually pulled it. Blazed him up a couple of times, took with themselves in some sort of getaway vehicle. There was also an ex-23-year-old Jamaican lady that STABBED to death. A 20-year-old lady over some sorts of man. That lady from Barbados was pregnant, 7 months pregnant. So therefore, we are speaking about a double. However, the worstest of them all is of an incident that took place at a place called Nelson Street, Majestic Bar to be specific, in a place where them call the Red Light District. That is places where you have all sorts of prostitution, all sorts of bar, all sorts of pub. Like an entertainment center, legal and illegal, kind of like Backroad and Amsterdam combined. In that specific incident, it is said that at least 8 persons were conned up, separate from 3 persons that lost their life. Initially, they had said it was 4 persons because one of those persons received at least 14 cons, so they presumed that he was DEAD. That man happened to be the target of the operation. Based on information coming out, it is said that they are looking for a person of interest, the mastermind of the 3 GUNMEN that went on that operation. That man's name is said to be GERMAINE. Based on the information that I am getting, it is said that those persons that carried out that operations were all Jamaican, orchestrated by a Jamaican. Now when that incident occurred, the Popo, they were tight-lipped because they must say, hold on a minute. This is kind of extreme. Yes, we have our crimes, but yes, our crimes are not so brutal. Usually, we don't see any sorts of mass takeaway. However, in this case, like me say, at least 11 people get caught up. 3 of them did not make it. When I did that first video, a couple of people linked me and said, brother, don't feel sorry for them and people. I am not saying that it is justified. However, here's exactly what is going on in this case and many other cases. In a place like Barbados, the DRUGS, whether at the Bob Marley or the Cindy Breakspear, meaning the cocoa or the weed, it is very, very expensive. So therefore, wherever the price is high, you know that people are going to always want the demand and supply, the law of demand and supply. So Jamaicans go over there by whichever means, them carry it there and them sell it. And them fence it off to some people from Barbados. Sometimes Jamaicans that have link up there, them give it to them and then them get back their money. However, one specific person called me and told me, listen bro, these people get what them get because they are Brookfoot artists. And people, just to explain what a Brookfoot artist is, that is somebody that is involved in the game, meaning the cocoa or the weed. They will take your stuff, give you all sorts of promises. When them get the stuff and sell it, and they're supposed to return your portion of the money, them give you all sorts of excuses. You know, say, po, boss, and we have to run and dash with the stuff in the sea, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. So it seems as if the people that own this, meaning the owners of these DRUGS, them realize at these people's style, they are pulling all sorts of craft. So here what we are going to do. We are going to send them one and make them know, say, listen, we need our money or else people are going to be DEADING. What is even worse, it is even said that on some occasions when these people get their money, the people them from Barbados send immigration upon them, get them locked up, get them busted, get them deported back to Jamaica from whence they came. So based on the information that I am getting, credible information, it is said that some of these persons that came on these operations were victims of the Brookfoot artists them in a Barbados. So therefore they came back by other means which is illegal, upon some sorts of boat, upon some sorts of spaceship, boat specifically. And then they launched this attack on these people because them know, say, listen, down here, sir, at the red light district, Nelson Street, Majestic Bar is where these youths hang out, always playing pool, making a whole bunch of money, but do not want to share the proceeds of crime. So therefore they came and they launched the attack and they got, or thought they got, who they were looking for, the target. He was blazed up at least 14 times. He is presently under Popo guard in the hospital, sorry. So people, that is a story as it pertains to that. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about a story that I spoke about maybe a day ago or so. About an incident that occurred about 5 minutes from Caribbean Estates, that is in Portmore, St. Catherine, where it is said that a whole bunch of horses that had some sorts of stable break ran onto the main thoroughfare, the highway, and it was causing all sorts of chaos and catastrophe. After everything, at least 14 vehicles were pretty badly damaged and at least 3 horses lost their life. I let you hear some voice notes of 2 persons. One person that was affected almost lost his life when the horse them run upon the highway, start jump all over the vehicle. The horse foot got into his vehicle, almost trampled him. Like I said, 3 horses damaged. 3 horses lost their life. 3 persons rushed to the hospital, badly injured. 14 vehicle damaged very, very badly. I got some information after I did that video. And based on the information that I am getting, it is said that these horses have been breaking away from this studio, a studio that is called Ham Studio, owned by a trainer, well-known trainer, Philip Fiani, and also a man known as Hamilton. The person told me that this has not just been going on for years or weeks. This has been going on for decades. From ever since they were a child, the fence that the horses jump over, you could pretty much just step over the fence. A lot of complaints, a lot of vehicles got damaged, people even lose their life. However, like me say, persons are always reactive instead of proactive. As a matter of fact, in this case, they are not even reactive because, like I said, this has been going on for at least the better part of 2 decades. That is over 20 years. If you follow racehorse, you will know about Philip Fiani. He is a well-known trainer. You used to hear about him just on the radio when I was going to high school. So that tells you how long this person has been in the business. Well, people, the point that I am trying to make, yes, these people might be good racehorse trainers and this place, Ham Stable, they breed horses, they train horses, not for just themselves, but other trainers too. So I just say, if something go on in excess of 20 years, people make all sorts of complaints. As a matter of fact, you heard one person, a taximan, said that this happened to him before. And when him try to make any sorts of complaint, he is getting all sorts of runaround. So people, me just say, when will they learn? After 20 years, people almost get killed again. Horses lose them life. These people are going to allow this to go on for the next 20 years or 2 decades or so. People, me just say, it just shows you the type of negligence, irresponsible, and the people that are reactive, not even reactive instead of being proactive. It is a very sad state of affairs in Jamaica, and this is yet an next perfect example. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.